Have you wondered why we have seasons? Why do we have hot summers, for example, and cool winters? Well, here's what I thought was going on. We know the Earth goes around the sun, right? Sometimes the Earth comes closer to the sun, and other times it'll go farther away. So I used to think when Earth is closest to the sun, it heats up a lot, and that's when we would get hot summers, right? And when it is farthest from the sun, it would be the coolest. Hey, that's when we would have winters. And of course, in between, we would have our spring and fall. But this turns out to be wrong. Why, you ask? For one, even though the distance between the sun and the earth does change over the entire year, this is a highly exaggerated picture. The real picture would be somewhat like this. You see, the orbit is almost a perfect circle. And so the distance almost stays the same. And so the earth pretty much receives the same amount of sunlight throughout the year. And so that possibly cannot explain the seasons. But more importantly, if this were true, then every place on our planet would have experienced the same season, right? I mean, at this location, all parts on the earth would experience winter. And at this location, all parts on the earth would have experienced summer. But we know that doesn't happen. We know that when the Northern Hemisphere experiences winter, the Southern Hemisphere experiences summer, and vice versa. So how do you explain that? So clearly, this is not the right answer. Okay, so if the Earth pretty much receives the same amount of sunlight throughout the year, how do we explain seasons? The key is to look at this situation from the side. So, quick question. What would the picture look like if we could see this orbit from the side? Well, first, let's make the sizes of the Earth and Sun bigger so we can see them better. This is definitely not to scale, but it'll help us see them better. Now, what would the situation look like if we could see it from the side? Well, I would think that the situation should look like this. I mean, the Earth spins on its own axis and it goes around the sun as well. But if this were the case, again, we can't explain the seasons. I mean, let's think about the sunlight hitting the Earth's surface. If we could draw a few rays of light, then notice the Northern Hemisphere receives 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rays of sunlight. And the Southern Hemisphere also receives 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rays of sunlight. No difference over here. And the same thing is true when the Earth comes over here, right? 5 rays of sunlight, 5 rays of sunlight. So notice if this were the case, then again, the Northern and the Southern Hemisphere would receive the same amount of sunlight throughout the year. And again, it wouldn't explain the seasons. But turns out that this is not the picture. The actual picture is the Earth's axis is slightly tilted. And that changes everything. Now, look at the amount of sunlight that the Northern Hemisphere receives. Hey, it only receives 1, 2, 3 rays of sunlight. And the Southern Hemisphere, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can clearly see because the Earth's axis tilted, the Northern Hemisphere and the Southern Hemisphere receive different amount of sunlight. Since the Northern Hemisphere tilted away from the sun, it receives less sunlight. And since the Southern Hemisphere tilted towards the sun, it receives more sunlight. But wait, there's more. Near the equator, the sunlight hits almost head on. So the same energy is concentrated into a smaller area and heats the surface more. But as you move towards the poles, look, the sunlight starts hitting at an angle, spreading that same energy over a larger and larger area, making it cooler. Now, because the Northern Hemisphere is tilted away from the sun, look, most of the sunlight it receives is spread out. So it becomes cooler, it experiences a winter. And because the Southern Hemisphere is tilted towards the sun, look, it receives a lot of direct, more concentrated sunlight, so it becomes hotter. It experiences a summer. But wait, there's even more. If you now pick any place in the Northern Hemisphere, then look, it spends less time facing the sun and more time turned away from it. So that's why during the winter, the daytimes are shorter and the night times are longer. But of course, in the Southern Hemisphere, it's the exact opposite. You spend more time facing the sun and less time being away from it. That's why during the summer, the daytimes are longer and the night times are shorter. And now, guess what happens when the Earth comes here about 6 months later? Look, the situation has reversed. Can you see? Now the Northern Hemisphere tilts towards the sun. As a result, look, it receives more sunlight and therefore it experiences summer. And the Southern Hemisphere is now tilted away. And so it experiences winter. So, what's the reason for the seasons? Well, the reason is the Earth's axis around which it spins is slightly tilted. That explains it. More the tilt, more extreme the seasons would be. I mean, imagine if the tilt was like this. Whoa! Now, the Northern Hemisphere would have been completely in the dark for months, would have experienced extreme winter, and the Southern Hemisphere would have experienced extreme summer, completely in the daylight, right? And the opposite would have happened over here. So it's the tilt that explains the seasons. Okay, but what happens when the Earth is over here and over here? Well, in these locations, the Earth's tilt is sideways. Can you see that? It's neither tilted towards or away from the sun. As a result, when you draw the rays of light, if you could imagine the rays of light now hitting the northern and the southern hemisphere, equal amount of rays of light would hit the northern and the southern hemisphere. And so look, both hemispheres now have equal amount of daytime and nighttime. We call this equinox. And again, look at the extreme case. Even under extreme cases, in these locations, look, the northern and the southern hemisphere will experience the same amount of sunlight. They would have the same amount of daytime and nighttime. They would both experience equinox. So, when we go from here to here, if you look at the northern hemisphere, it's going from winter to summer, and therefore it experiences spring. But the southern hemisphere is going from summer to winter, so it experiences autumn or fall. And of course, the opposite happens over here. The northern hemisphere going from summer to winter experiences fall over here, and the southern hemisphere experiences the spring over here. And that explains the season. Of course, the last question we could have is, how much tilt does the Earth's axis actually have? It turns out that tilt is about 23.5 degrees. And so, long story short, the fact that the Earth's axis of rotation is slightly tilted is the reason for the seasons.